Hey up and welcome back to part 5 of the Journeyman save on FM24 with Solihull Moors. Okay, so the last time we left off was the 2-1 win over Oldham. So we played 5 games off camera. We played Oxford City, got a 2-1 win. Goals from Josh Kelly and Hamza Karbaf. We went 1-0 down via a penalty. That's a common occurrence right now. We are giving away so many penalties. But we got a 2-1 win. I don't feel like we actually deserved it. We then went to the FA Trophy. I didn't take it seriously. I was like, it's the FA Trophy, I don't care. Like, it's not a problem. The board were very unhappy that we went out. We lost 3-0 to Buxton, who are in the National League North. I thought they were further down. Hamza Carbo got us a goal, but as you can see from the lineup, it was completely rotated. I didn't take it seriously. I didn't want the extra games. We then played Chesterfield in a double header. So we played the first game and it was 0-0. And I've got to tell you about this game because the first half, they absolutely dominated us. We couldn't get close to them. They should have been 3 or 4 up. At half-time, I made a small tactical change with the opposition instructions, and we started pressing the midfielder that was running the game. And the second half, we should have been 4 or 5-0 up. Hamza Cargo missed a header late on that really should have sealed the game. We then played them away, and we went 1-0 down via a penalty, and then 2-0 down via Michael Jacobs getting a second. Beck then got us a goal back, and then an own goal made it 2-2. And then, as you can see, Simkin played in this game, and because the other keeper, his name is Kovacevic, was out with the flu. We had a load of flu hit the camp, and he was back for this game. And I was like, do you know what? I'm not going to play him. Simkin had played well. If we just have a look for like 7.5 in the Chesterfield game. 7 in the Buxton game. Okay, he didn't do great in that game, but he was like, I was like, do you know what? He's had a couple of games where he's done all right. And they hit a shot, and it went straight at him, and he fumbled it into his own net, and that resulted, and then a 93rd minute as well of all times. So that resulted in a 3-2 loss. It's not the worst result because Chesterfield are pretty high in the table, and then we finished it off with a 3-1 win over Woking. Pretty sure this was another game where we weren't. I think the second half we turned up. Yeah. So as you can see, like we about edged it. We probably shouldn't have won so comfortably, but we did, and we now play Dagenham, who have played a lot of games in the past few days. So we've had like a 13-day break. They played on the to be fair, they played on the 9th and the 12th. So they've had 4 days off after their loss to Eastleigh. So I'm hoping we can cause them a few issues. And I would love to say, let's get straight in this game and there's nothing else to talk about. Unfortunately, there is. We need to have a look at the squad here. You'll notice that we only have 3 players on loan now. If I just remove the unavailable players. Yeah, so Barrett loan came to an end and he didn't want to renew. So he went back and, okay, makes sense. Like, he didn't play as much as he would have liked. Once we hit the 1st of January... both Ronaldo Taraj and Hamzid Kagbo were recalled by their parent clubs. Both clubs unhappy. Kagbo, both of them were for the same thing, that they weren't playing in the role that we agreed. We agreed that Kagbo would be an advanced forward and Taraj would be an attacking midfielder. And he would be an advanced playmaker and we were playing an attacking midfielder. And so, yeah, they were both very unhappy. So they both got recalled. So that left the squad thin anyway. And I went to try and do a new loan agreement for both of them. And we are at the limit. We have done 6 long-term loans. I was only at fault for 2 of them. And thus, Football League rules state we cannot take any more long-term loanees. So we are now a very thin squad with no ability to loan. And financially, we've only got about £1,000 left in the wage budget. So the first thing I did was Hamzid Kagbo returned to QPR and was instantly transfer listed for 20k. So I went in and we offered a £5,000 deal split in installments. It's based on him playing 30 games, 40 games, 50 games, him getting 5 international caps, which I'm pretty sure he's eligible for Sierra Leone. So that could happen. But even if he plays 5 games for him, it's £1,000. And us getting promoted via the playoffs this season. So £5,000 in what could, if he's scored 30, 40, 50 goals, made international caps and we get promoted this season, it's worth the $5 grand. Other than that, we have been very unlucky. If we... Oh, it's not going to let me see the... So, who was it? So, we originally went in for... We went in for a loan for this guy before it told me that we couldn't have any loans. And as soon as we bid on him, Cardiff came in, took him on loan. Okay, don't blame him. They're, you know, higher division than us. It's frustrating. We then had... I'm just going to go to the team because they're driving me mad. Morecambe. Now, I've always had a soft spot for Morecambe. However, we offered Jal Kajovi a new contract because, you know, with Taraj going, we needed someone to play on the left because we could fill in in the centre. Morecambe then triggered him. They'd also done the same thing to Callum Cisse. We then had basically everyone we have bid on has been poached by another team. So right now we are a very small squad anyway. Contract-wise, as you can see, there's quite a few that are expiring. We tried to agree a new contract with Maycock. He wants 500 quid extra a week. I can't do it. I'm unsure about Sabara. He's finally back, so we'll see how he does. KD Craig has got a new contract. It triggers at the end of the season because I wanted to save us some money. I'm not sure about Osborne. And then, yeah. We're trying to be proactive in the market. It's going to be a case of we see what happens. Like... Okay, so here is your lineup for the game against Dagenham. We're going to go with Kovacevic in goal, Clark as an inverted fullback, Morrison, Craig and Newton as a back four, Maycock and Osborne as the midfield partnership, Kelly on the left, Scott on the right, Warburton in behind Beck. The bench is Simkin, Gordon, Labadie, Carbo and Ben. Let's see how we do. Lawler's really dominated us last game. Justin's carrying an injury. Oh my God, we've won a header. Last game we played against them, we did not win headers. So ball over here to Scott. He's going to pull it back here to Osborne. That's got to be a ref! And Ini Effiong's going to go here to Kendall. He's spun. Craig. Good save, Kovacevic. That was definitely a penalty back there. He ripped us apart the last time we played him. Osborne, that ball winning midfielder, is now on the wing. Goes back to Maycock, who's just stood there and waited. What is it about Dagenham that we just don't want to do again? And it's 1-0 Dagenham. And you sense a huge slice of luck with that goal. Musa down the wing, goes inside to Effiong. And then Kendall gets played through. Kovacevic probably makes the save, but it hits Katie Craig and goes in. And it is 1-0 Dagenham after 8 minutes. Warburton with a corner. Oh, Beck hits the post. Beck has, since his injury, he has not been as proficient as he was before. Newton, good ball in. Craig, oh, well up by Katie Craig, completely unmarked. Heads in for his first senior goal for the club. And we are back on level terms with Dagenham, which is probably the fair result. It is what it is. That's how I'm looking at this right now. It is what it is with this season. I always said this would be the tough season. All right, Elliot just having to put the ball out. It's headed by Scott. Warburton's headed it to Kelly. It's a scrappy game, but that's what you expect when you play Dagenham. Ball in, Beck. Just gets it cleared. Oh, there was better options there. All right, Katie Craig with a pass there to Warburton, to Morrison, to Maycock. Switches it over the top for Ben. What a ball that is. Ben goes to the back post. Lingy gets it clear. Newton to Maycock. Oh, and just lumps it aimlessly into the box, and Just Dam's collected it. He's going along with it. We need winners here. Clark does really well. Warburton. Another poor pass. I wasn't Warburton the last time, was it? All right, Kovacevic. And Ini Effiong makes it 2-1 in a game that Dagenham have been second best according to the stats. And definitely this second half we've had the better opportunities. And it comes from across here that Kovacevic just comes and completely misses. And yet again, we are conceding due to just individual errors. And that is full time. Dagenham bring themselves closer to the playoffs and us closer to falling out of them. And just, it's frustrating. Okay, so here is your lineup for the game against Gateshead. We're going with Kovacevic in goal, Clark, Gordon, Craig, Newton, Osborne, Maycock, Scott, Warburton, Kelly and Beck. The bench is Simkin, Morrison, Carbo, Ben and Joe Sabara is fit to play 45 minutes. So I thought, why not give him that chance? It's a lot. He was supposed to be up for 9 to 10 months, but he's come back relatively quick. So, all right, we have a first highlight here. Grayson gets the ball there. Regan Booty switches it over. Richardson. Oh, it's a great header by Clark there. Warburton needlessly clearing it. Well, after this, I'm making a tactical change. I've got us to trigger the press on Booty, and like every time he's getting it, there's no one near him. It's going to be a goal though. McBride off the post. Apparently, Deckers isn't offside. But yet again, our defence just don't react to anything. Like, look, he's not offside. We just aren't reacting. All right, Clark with a throw in. It goes to Warburton here. Back to Clark. To Gordon. To Beck. To Kelly. Round the corner to Newton. Newton. He's touched. Put him in on goal. Why? The whole point of you is you're outside to whip it into the... Ball whipped in. And Osborne manages to get there first. Here to Maycock. End of the highlight. I don't know what part of time telling someone to specifically mark someone and then putting it on tight marking. Ed Francis makes it. Regan Booty's tearing us apart because I'm telling Warburton, like, stay with him. Just stick on him. Just mark him. Follow him everywhere. When he gets the ball, you're there. You're pressing him anyway. And he's just, look. Again, like, he's just... it's 2-0 to Gateshead. This could be a bit like the Dagenham game, but in a whole new pain. Instead of like the first game against Dagenham when they just absolutely tore us apart, this could be that, like with like Route 1, this could just be they're just passing it around us. We're not good enough. We're making a triple change with Cargbo, Sabara and Ben coming on for Beck, Maycott, Warburton and Scott. But I don't think it's going to play too much into anything, if I'm honest. Oh. We don't want to press him now. 3-0. Yep. When you let a guy run 50 yards with a ball and no one puts in a foot, like... I don't really know what you expect. You've got 3 players here all chasing him down and not a single one of them actually tries to get close to him. Oh, we have been... The second half, yet again, second half, we've actually created chances. And that is a problem. Our first halves are so appallingly bad. Corner doesn't even beat the first man. Osborne picks it up to Newton, to Clark, to Ben, to Kelly. He beats his man. He gets a goal back. They're giving that as an own goal. Fuck off. We have lost so many goals to own goals that haven't been own goals in any way, shape or form. That's on target. It's well done by Kelly. He gets the ball out of his feet and then... I think that's on target. But it feels a little too late for us to get anything out of it. Especially when the next highlight is us in a defensive action. Yeah, I knew we were. I knew that was going to no one. We're just not even getting close to them. Like, it's a needless throw away, and then Osborne is just... he's just running around, and he's one of the players I wasn't sure about for a contract at the end of the season, and as it stands, he's not getting a new one. I'd rather have like a whole new team leader than keep him about, because he's just, since that sending off, he's been absolutely awful. Have we really just conceded that? We've just conceded. Everyone just leaves it for each other. And then, Kovacevic. We are now completely out of the playoff positions. It's going to make it 6. That's 1 win in 5 in the league now. We're hitting another one of these little runs where we just can't win anything. I think we'll probably be back for the filed game, TV game, end of February. Yeah, that'll probably be where we come back for. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. All the support really does mean the world. We are being consistent with these uploads. Thank you very much. I've been Justin, and you have had just enough.